Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss 20 important multiple choice questions on the topic human resource management. If you are watching my video for the first time, then please head over to Learn and Develop channel and hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned. Let's start the first question. When employees are given special attention, productivity is likely to increase regardless of whether working conditions change or not. This phenomenon is called options are social effect, Hawthorne effect, Tavistock effect, productivity attention relationship. This phenomenon is called Hawthorne effect. Employees always perform better and work harder while they are being observed as a part of an experiment. You can see when the superiors observes his subordinates, then the subordinates' reaction will be better than the previous and productivity increases. For example, imagine you are a employee of a company and you are observed by your superior. When your superior observes you, your productivity goes up. This effect is called a Hawthorne effect. The next question. According to the dash, business ethics are a vital component to recruitment. Hiring unqualified friends or family and allowing problematic employees to be recycled through a company can be detrimental to a business. Options are Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission, B. Integrated Broad-Based Recruitment Commission, C. Committee of Broad-Based Anti-Corruption, and D. Authority of Broad-Based Recruitment Commission. Here, the right answer is A. Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission. According to the Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission, business ethics are a vital component to the recruitment. If the company hires employees in an informal way, such as unqualified friends or families, or allowing problematic employees to be recycled through a company, in such situation, company has to face difficulties in the future. The company can be achieved their organizational goals if the qualified people hired by the company only. So the right answer is Independent Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission. Third question. Dash aims to provide broad training to enable the trainee to take up a wide variety of tasks within his field of specialization. A. On the job training, B. Off the job training, C. Demonstration, and D. Apprenticeship. Here the correct answer is apprenticeship. Apprenticeship means it's a combination of on-the-job training and classroom training. For example, if Mr. A is appointed under the apprenticeship basis for a company, and he can earn while learning the skills required for performing the specialized job. It's a combination of both on-the-job training and classroom training. So the correct answer is apprenticeship. Fourth one, self-actualization need given by Maslow's means feeling of personal worth, increase in the self-confidence, realizing one's full potential, doing all work by self. Here, Maslow's theory is a motivational theory. Maslow stated that people are motivated to achieve certain needs, and once that level is fulfilled, the next level up is what motivates us, and so on. There are totally 5 needs: psychological needs, safety needs, love and belongingness needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. In that first one, psychological needs, for example, air, food, water, shelter, clothing, these are biological requirements for human survival. If it is not satisfied, the human body cannot function optimally. And the second one, safety needs. Once the people fulfill their basic needs, they go for safety and security needs. Example, emotional security, financial security, health and well-being, etc. And third one is love and belongingness needs. After psychological and safety needs have been fulfilled, the next level of human needs is social and involves feelings of belongingness. For example, friendship, trust and acceptance, receiving and giving, affection and love. And fourth one is esteem needs. Maslow indicated that the need for a respect or reputation is most important. And the fifth one is self actualization needs. It is the highest level in Maslow's hierarchy and refer to the realization of a person's potential self fulfillment, seeking personal growth and peak experiences. Fifth question. A dash is a company's plan for how it will balance its internal strength and weaknesses with external opportunities and threats in order to maintain a competitive advantage. Options are SWOT analysis, mission statement, strategy, tactic. Nowadays, most of the companies using their own strategy in order to compete with the rival firms. By adopting a good strategy, the company can get a good opportunity in the market rather than the threats. Company also increase their strength and reduce their weakness. So, sixth question, operational management. Book is written by Henry Fayol, Peter Drucker, F.W. Taylor, Oliver Sheldon. Henry Fayol wrote a book named Operational Management. He also wrote so many articles in his decades. Henry Fayol is widely acknowledged as a founder of modern management method. Seventh question. CBSE and NCERT have launched an online aptitude test in a bid to help students make right career choices. Options are take a measure aptitude and natural abilities, try and measure aptitude and natural abilities, adopt a measure aptitude and natural abilities, try and standard aptitude and natural abilities. Under the aegis of Ministry of HRD, Government of India, the CBSE and NCERT have developed Tamanna, an online aptitude test that is try and measure aptitude and natural abilities for the students. So, the students can easily make a right choice about their careers, and students, teachers and parents must keep in mind that the aptitude test provides information related to the strength of the students and there is no pass or a fail in their test. Next question. The dash will provide employment related services to career counseling, job matching, occasional guidance, job search, information on skill development courses, etc. Options are National Career Service Project, Board of National Recruitment Commission, National Career Development Association, National Council of Recruitment Commission. Here the right answer is National Career Service Project. National Career Service is a 5-year mission mode project launched by the Honorable Prime Minister on 20th July 2015. The project is being implemented by the Directorate General of Employment, Ministry of Labour and Employment. It is one-step solution that provides a wide array of employment and career-related services to the job seekers. Ninth question. The employee grievances can be resolved in the formal communication channel are classified as open grievance, grievance arbitration, imagined grievance, grievance procedure. It is complaint or a strong feeling that employee have been treated unfairly. A grievance procedure is a formal communication channel or formal way for an employee to raise his problem or complaint to their employer. It is a formal procedure of a company. A person appraised by superiors, peers, subordinates, and client, then it is called self appraisal, 180-degree feedback, 360-degree feedback, none of the above. It is a feedback process. It is a multi-rated feedback or multi-source feedback. When a person receives feedback from an employees, subordinates, colleagues, and supervisors, as well as a self-evaluation by the employee themselves is gathered. Sometimes the customers also evaluate him. That process is called a 360-degree feedback. 11th question. Which of these are theory of remuneration? A. Reinforcement. B. Labor market. C. Agency. Options are A and B, A and C, B and C, A, B and C. Look at this picture. The theories of compensation or theories of remuneration consisting of reinforcement and expectancy theory, equity theory and agency theory. Here, labor market is not a theory of remuneration. 12th question on the Government of India launched online data pool of human resources such as Ayush doctors, healthcare professionals, volunteers from NSS, NCC, etc. to combat COVID-19. Options are May 5th, 2020, April 19th, 2020, March 25th, 2020, March 18th, 2020. On April 19, 2020, the Government of India launched online data pool of human resource to combat COVID-19. This platform consists of district-wise and state-wise pool of human resource. The main aim of the platform is to provide complete data about the available manpower. Next question. Assertion: MBO is an effective way of planning and organizing. Reason: employees participate in setting objectives. Options are both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, and R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true, but R is false. A is false, but R is true. Management by objectives is the process of defining specific objectives within an organization that management can convey to organization members, then deciding how to achieve each objective in a sequence. An important part of MBO is the employees themselves have been involved with the goal setting and choosing the course of action to be followed by them. So here both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question. All policies and practices that an organization uses to affect the behaviors of people who work for it, it is called manpower planning, job analysis, recruitment and selection, human resource management. The company uses strategic approach to the effective management of people. It is designed to maximize employee performance in service of an employer's strategic objectives. This process is called a human resource management. Here, human resource management set all policies to the benefit of an organization. 15th one. What would be the major issues faced by HR manager? Options are types of people to be hired, balance between management and employees, multiple positions to be filled, all of the above. The HR manager has a responsibility to balance the interest of management and employees. Profits, commitment, cooperation, loyalty are the factors expected by the management, whereas better salaries and wages, safety and security, healthy working conditions are the factors expected by employees from the management. Here, manager has a responsibility to balance between the management and the employees. Next question. Which of the following are part of general principles of management as given by Fayol? Division of work, unity of command, unity of direction, all of the above. See, there are 14 principles of management of Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol, he is also known as the father of modern management theory. He introduced a general theory. That general theory can be applied to all levels of management and by every department. So here, all of the above is a correct answer. The next question, the fastest forecasting technique is work study technique, regression analysis, ratio trend analysis, opportunity stages forecasting. Ratio trend analysis or ratio analysis, it is the process of determining the future demand for human resources. If there is any requirement of human resource in future, then the company has to be hire labor as per their requirements. 18th one, steps are involved in implementing human resource information system. Options are 14, 12, 8, 16. There are 14 steps are involved in implementing human resource information system. A human resource information system or human capital management is a form of human resource software that combines a number of systems and processes to ensure the easy management of human resource, business processes and data. The next question is, the following are main objectives of human resource planning except. Options are to recruit and maintain the human resource of requisite quantity and quality, to make the best use of its human resources, to estimate the cost of human resources, and to gain the knowledge of human resource manager. Human resource planning is required to achieve the objectives of estimating potential human resources requirements and to change their requirement taking into consideration of changing technology, not to gain the knowledge of human resource manager. So here, to gain the knowledge of human resource manager is not a main objective of human resource planning. The last question is, who among the following criticized the bureaucratic structure of organization? Henry Fayol, Peter Drucker, Herbert Simon, Chester Bernard. Max Weber is considered the founding father of modern bureaucratic management theory. A bureaucratic structure is a form of management that has a pyramidal command structure. The bureaucratic organization is very organized with a high degree of formality in the way it operates. Organization structure designed from higher level to lower level, in the sense top level management to bottom level. This kind of structure of an organization is criticized by Peter Drucker. Thank you for watching the video.